Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna evolve. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chilling with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. I wanna evolve. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chilling with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake 'em up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough.
Oh, we're live. So, folks, there's obviously a few changes made here, and I just want to start this off by saying, run all of your credit card information. Go ahead and issue all payments, and we'll chalk it up as a gift. I would like you guys to give, donate, whatever makes you feel better about what's happening here.
You should have QR code up.
Yeah, definitely. There definitely needs to be a QR code.
Yeah, you can just donate towards.
Yeah, actually, that's going to be the
future
next
trips.
thing. Yes,
Yeah.
we're going to have a QR code that's going to be on the screen. You guys make sure. But yes, hi, folks. This is the Lv1 Gaming Podcast. And yes, we are always happy and accepting of all of your currency.
We
Yes.
take checks. checks.
Yeah, bro, man. I wish we had one of those little check things like the old school, like just boom, bam, bam, slide it, and like that. That should be like we should set that sound up.
We should
But
set that up.
right, obviously,
Honestly,
it's not. It's not a bad
Cha-ching.
idea. I'm
Cha-ching.
put
telling
it on
you.
the soundboard.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Cha-ching.
saying. And it won't be the like, yeah, oh man, we're having too much fun. But yes, guys, it is the Lv1 Gaming Podcast. Fame is obviously not here, so I can't, I guess I can make fun of him, but I'm gonna try to be as completely reasonable as possible. And today we have a lot to talk about, and surprisingly, a lot of it is centered around Halo. Halo Infinite is, or not Halo Infinite, but Halo and future Halos are going to be in Unreal Engine. 343 is no longer 343. It is Halo. What is it called again? Halo.
I don't know.
It's Halo somethings.
It
And
all blends
then
together now.
it
Somebody
all
in the
blends.
chat. Yeah, somebody in
Yeah,
the chat
help
says something.
help us. And
Help
then
us.
I'm not a
and then-
Halo player, so I don't. I know
that's
what it is,
fair.
but I don't play it.
That's fair. And then Red Dead Redemption is here to issue that pain against Horizon Zero Dawn. And yeah,
Always forbidden Dawn.
yeah, dude, we'll definitely. I know that's not in the cards, but we'll definitely talk about that for a bit. But first, I want to get to introductions. So I'm gonna go in my order, and for me, yeah, Halo Studios. Thank you all. But yes, so directly below me, because I have my screen like squished because I have so many different screens up. I have the hardest working person in gaming. Dames for Games. You've seen her face all over IGN, GameSpot, the Mix. Like, just you've seen her everywhere, and she secretly runs everything.
Mm-hmm.
Des.
Hey, I'm excited to be here. I know it's been a while since I've been on cam. I'm not gonna promise. That's all I'm gonna say. It's been a while since I've been on cam, but it's good to be here. I missed you guys. I say that, and I'm not gonna be here like next week.
Yeah, next week she's totally not gonna be here. It's all
Yeah.
good. I know how this goes.
But this is home. I talked about you guys on the podcast I was invited to. Yeah, it was my level 1 fan.
We're here, present and accounted for. You guys make sure to like and share this bad boy out. Let's get this out there. And then moving on to the next person on this ladder of podcast battles. It reminds me of the old school Mortal Kombat tower. Like that's what it looks like right now. And then moving down the Tower of Power. I can't believe I said that.
Power.
We have the floor hugger, as Fame likes to say, with the hardest of ours.
Oh, Baron, you're doing fantastic. Baron always thinks he's not good at this. He's always waiting for Fame to come and rescue him. But Baron, take your flowers, enjoy your props.
Take your flowers and give Rogue her cakes back.
Oh, look, cakes.
Also, I gotta thank Des. She doesn't know it, but she stopped me from deleting my Twitter account today with this amazing tweet that said, "Sometimes it's hard being the bigger person. Sometimes I just want to bring the beef to the table with no seasoning, boiled in distilled water, straight disrespectful." She saved Twitter for another day.
That actually was a pretty hot tweet. I'll give you
That's
that.
a line.
Yeah. There was some anger there that I can't wait to get off cam so we can talk about.
Distilled water? She hates you.
Water. Like she went and bought the container, the jug with the little where you had to pull the strap, and you pull the strap, and then you pop it, and then it never fits on right again. You guys know what I'm talking about. And then this was specialty water. She went and bought specialty water.
Oh god.
To boil said beef. Right? Look, don't remember the last time I saw Des. She been busy. Look, if you've seen Dez's face, it's because she was on a showcase or hosting an event or and it's crazy, right? Because normally I'm like inflating, but I'm not in this situation. It's actually very true. She runs everything.
Just stay busy.
And then, right? And then finally moving down to the final boss within this Tower of Power. I'm liking that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Yeah,
We have DALLAZ. Man, I won because I'm a winner and I'm the best and I'm not fame and there's no competition here. I'm in control. And welcome back. Glad to have you here, Dallas. Go ahead and let the folks know that you're Dallas man.
My
Yeah.
face hurts.
right.
Oh man, say this is one of those times. I know I say every time that each time feels like it's been a long time, but now it's one of those times, and I just wanted a reason to say time like 5 times.
That was good.
He did that.
If I had actually thought that out, that would have been a bar. But it's we got some interesting stuff to talk about. This is gonna be some funny conversation. I already know. We ain't got no noses or Ronald McDonald here, but we can be some clowns sometimes. And I'm ready to get the circus going. Let's get it.
So yes. Oh, I guess I'm Baron. Hi guys. Let's do it. I feel like I didn't say who I was.
You did.
I'm Baron J67. All right. Let's move on. So we are today. Let's go down the list. I want to make sure to stay in order so the name doesn't stone me. Halo Unreal Engine 5. Guys, remember this rumor? It was a rumor, like I want to say last year or beginning of this year. There was big rumors along, I think it was along the time frame of the Battle Royale for Halo, the rumored Battle Royale. Like it was just all these speculation going around Halo, especially with the not so positive launch experience that went down. So
Yeah.
one of the few things that was rumored is now confirmed. Future Halos will be on Unreal Engine 5. Oh, thank God. My stalling tactics work. Oh,
Keep going. Come on, B.
so beautiful. Okay, I'll keep going, I guess. He's here
You can't
now.
quit in the middle of the sentence.
Wait, look. Oh God, I think
Oh,
he's
no.
missing
He wants
his
to rub his
headphones.
hands together.
He's
like,
missing
that's
his
the face.
headphones. He's missing his headphones. And
he said he got an earbud.
the slow turn.
He's making a
I
light
hate
skin
this
face.
guy
Okay.
so much. But yes, so let's keep going because he's annoying.
He hit us with a
Nisa!
light skin lip bite too.
What
He
up?
did.
Yeah.
He
Oh
did. He
God,
pulled
I
a
told you
LL on
guys
us.
he's a redhead at his heart. He dyes his hair. But
Have you seen his beard? Down
yeah,
here?
he's full ginger. He just doesn't admit to it. That means something in the South Park world, but we're not here to talk about that. Halo Unreal Engine 5. Now, I'm going to read something, right? This is from Kat Bailey, much love to her, over at IGN. The future of Halo is starting to come into focus. During Sunday's Halo World Championships, 343 Industries made a number of announcements, including that it will officially be changing its name to Halo Studios, which is also another, it's a big change because when I hear Halo Studios, that means you're making Halo games. Naturally. And it's working on multiple new games. In addition, the newly rebranded studio say that all future projects will be developed in Unreal Engine, leaving behind the slipspace engine utilized by Halo Infinite. The announcements were unveiled in a 7-minute video shown ahead of the Halo World Championships Grand Finals, which showcased the results of Project Foundry, an experimental project designed to show a Halo game built using the Unreal Engine. While it's not much more than a tech demo, it offers a glimpse at a fresh beginning for Xbox's flagship franchise. Okay, so we'll stop there, right? So guys, Unreal Engine 5. What does that mean for Halo? What does this mean for the future of Halo?
It means it's gonna be pretty.
Oh, okay, so Dallas, going with you. It's gonna be pretty. What else? It build upon that, because some people believe Unreal Engine 5 is the, what is it? The pinnacle. Like when you think best looking game, when you think particle physics, when you think the future, you think Unreal Engine 5. So go ahead and break that down.
I can see why they think that, because Unreal Engine 5 has some pretty interesting tools. We haven't seen a whole lot of stuff, right? Like as far as things that we can actually play, things that we actually have downloaded. But you know, there's a few games out this year. As a matter of fact, Black Myth Wukong was an Unreal Engine 5 game. And when it comes to, if I don't know if y'all remember that last demo that they showed where the girl was flying around ruins and like the last Unreal Engine 5 demo.
I remember that. Yeah.
But I think Wukong was a good showcase of the features that we saw in that tech demo, right? Particles specifically is one of those things that kind of stands out whenever you see it used well in a game, especially like modern games. And I think that applied to Halo. Plus, as a people, as a culture, us nerds kind of go crazy for stuff that we nostalgic for with like a new shiny coat of paint. Also, when it comes to like just as a creator, when it comes to making stuff, I think we kind of choose our tools for the situation and for us and how we like to work. And if this is that sort of situation, I'm all for it. Like I gotta support it, because whatever is gonna make you pump out your best work is what you need to do.
Do you guys going over to you, Des, because Halo Infinite, right? Halo Infinite was an open world single player experience. One that personally I didn't experience at all because I just played multiplayer. I know, shun me. I only played multiplayer. I have not touched that story at all. But I remember the whole Craig thing. I remember people talking about the popping and the distance and whatnot. So knowing that future games are going to be made in Unreal, do you imagine that we're going to get a lot more open world experiences within the Halo universe? Is that something you can envision?
Yeah, but I also think that like just the way that AAA games are going is they're turning it's like a movie and a game in one. So I think what they're trying to do is like, have you ever played a game where the cutscenes don't match up with the end game play?
Oof, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I feel like we're moving, like people aren't accepting that anymore, and they want their in-game experience to be as beautiful as these cutscenes that we're seeing, right? You hear that a lot where it's like all they showed were cutscenes. They didn't show any game, like in-game play during like a lot of these shows. So I think it's just the next step up to get that in-game gameplay to look as good as these cutscenes that we usually see. So I think it's going to be beautiful either way, just because that's kind of what this engine is able to produce, you know, blades of grass.
Right? We want to see that water. I want to see them waves.
Right.
Hugger, as our certified artist here, do you think this is going to make Halo development easier? Like, do you imagine, like, what do you think in terms of visuals we can expect? Are we going to be getting any more Craigs?
I mean, it's still a AAA studio that is under crunch, so there's always going to be an opportunity for a Craig. Just because you have fantastic tools doesn't mean that you're always going to get the best product.
Exactly.
Either by company standards, board standards, or just you need to put something else. You need to put it out, kind of, unfortunately, in this world. It's going to be pretty. There's one thing you can't say, it's going to be pretty. I just want to see what kind of world this opens up, because Unreal is a fantastic tool, and it can do a heck of a lot, and if you let people do things with it, you can do a lot. So it's inspiring because they're not giving up on the game, which is nice, because a lot of people, I mean, Concord, literally, just give up on it, close it down, move on. It's nice that they're not giving up, and they do have a plan, at least semi, for the future. Props to them.
And you know,
I was just going to say, I wonder if they're going to like push for more like cinematic one player experiences.
That's actually what I was going to go into next. So much love to you guys in the chat. Please make sure to like and share this out, subscribe, and all that other fun YouTube stuff. But Wall Diggity, he brings up something. Developers can actually make content without being held up for 6 months to learn Slip Space Engine.
That
It's
is 100% the benefit here. Slip Space Engine has been trash. It's been noted to be trash. It caused most of the development issues with Halo Infinite. This is something that's been a screaming aspect for a long time. Not saying that the game didn't look good. I mean, yes, the whole Craig thing, which I'm not really giving them hell for that, right? The
Yeah,
game
yeah.
looked good, but Slip Space was difficult to develop on. When it comes to Unreal Engine 5, one of the best aspects about this is that Microsoft also has probably the best Unreal Engine developers in-house in the coalition. They are deemed as the masters of Unreal Engine, right? So not only are you moving to an engine that's easier to use, that's more known, you're going to have less more of your development time while making a great game, sort of trying to fix an engine. Because part of the issues with Halo Infinite is that they were trying to build this engine and fix this engine and make this engine work properly while also trying to build a game, and that pretty much ruined the development cycle for this game. And you ended up with people colliding in the back end. This is why you saw people getting let go. We got a new head of Halo Studios now. The Slip Space engine was the biggest hindrance. Not the console, the power of the console, not the marketing. The Slip Space engine was the biggest hindrance of Halo Infinite, right? So now that it's gone, and they've moved to a better, more optimized engine, you're going to see, and that's why they're saying, hey, we're going to have multiple Halo projects, right? And then again, you have the coalition there in-house that you can turn to. Like, don't be shocked when you hear so much about the next, because we're hearing that they're going to have multiple Halo games, right? Different genres, right? The fact that we get in third person Halo and Halo Infinite in third person is going to show you, like, hey, there's more things coming. I'm not just talking RTSs, right? Maybe we'll finally get that flood horror game, right? There's so many different avenues they can go down. Don't be shocked when you hear the mainstream Halo game has the coalition sitting right there next to them, because they are, in a lot of different ways, they've been deemed as, hey, these guys are somewhat masters of this engine, and it's been that way since Epic was running the game back when they controlled the Halo through 1 through 3, right? They've always been like the masters of the Unreal Engine, and this isn't going to change with the next Gears game, but I would say I want to talk. I want to go over to Dallas' point, because Dallas talked about the game it's going to be pretty, which I absolutely believe. However,
it does not.
am I the only one who, when I saw Master Chief, I
Look
didn't
like a
instantly
toy.
start going, "It's cuffing season, and I need a big boy. Bro," because my man is not cut and fit no more. They like they put a Spartan armor on me. He looks
Oh,
way bigger, number
God.
one. And
He's
number
in his
two,
Kratos era.
he looked like Go Action Master Chief. He looked like a toy. And
Not
I
like he has the
personally,
button in the back.
bro, I personally, I don't like it. I don't like how cartoony he looks. I think they need to slide a little bit more realism in there, because Baron, you said it as well, and a lot of people, so like, he looks like that, and I know it's just a little teaser, but he looks too much like an action figure.
Yeah.
And I need a little bit more realism in my Master Chief. And I don't know why he looks bigger to me. Like, he looks hungry. Like he was hungry, not no more.
He said
Like,
the
he
little
looks
Master
bigger.
Chief model
I
was
think he was
buns.
Big back, big
because
back.
Big back.
yeah,
Big
my back is
big
loaded up with
We really
bloods
sitting
and
here
different
body shaming
foods.
Master Chief. That's crazy.
Honestly, because
No, we're armor shaming him.
Spartan 117 is elite. We know for a fact that he is an elite soldier.
Oh.
He's in the best possible shape. I think we're gonna look back.
What does that
at
mean,
this
Fame?
teaser.
No, don't answer that.
No.
Oh.
We're gonna look back. We're
This
going to
teaser.
look back at this teaser in a couple years, and we're going to see, okay, they overhauled it, because maybe they didn't quite realize that he just didn't look right. And as someone who has been a huge fan of Halo since Halo 1, I understand graphics and all that stuff evolved. He didn't look, thank you, Walt. He looked short and dumpy. Like, it did not look, and I
You know
am
what?
I
Short King
need
stand up.
Master Chief to look like Master Chief. Just because here's the thing, and I'm sorry for being long-winded. Master Chief is iconic. He is on the
Yes.
Mount Rushmore. That's like they came out and made Mario 6 foot 100. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense, right? Don't change the aesthetic. Make him look better, make him look prettier, make him shiner, but you don't change the core aesthetics of a character. And I think they get a little bit too much, and they need to make sure Master Chief is this big hulking dude, fit and ready to go, and not
I'ma tell
you don't change iconic
Lem-
characters. You don't change them. You make them look
Lem-
better. You
let
do
me
not
tell
I
change
don't
them.
agree
Let
with
me
that
tell you.
I don't think.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell you.
because
I'm gonna
Laura
tell you
Croft.
Lara
that
Croft has gone through a lot of
Laura,
changes. Mario,
Laura
you
Croft
mentioned
is not
Mario.
Mario, Sonic, and Halo.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
Mario's
Master
gone
Chief.
through a lot of changes, and Zelda has gone through a lot of changes.
They
Like,
look prettier, but they're still them.
I know.
But
Well,
they're
you still know it's him, though. You just said he looks fat
yeah.
and tubby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. They
Yeah,
threw
no
that.
rest.
They threw that out there as a tester. You know, Julian said it was a proof of
As
concept based
usual.
on the original art. But I'm gonna tell you what's really going on. They're trying to see how far into Fortnite-esque they need to go.
Yeah.
Okay, you know
Mm,
why?
Because everybody's done it. Call of Duty,
Yeah.
you're playing as Demigorgon running around shooting people.
Look at
with the
Master Chief
Playing
in
as the
Fortnite.
weak
He doesn't look
one.
like
I
that.
still don't
Master
understand
Chief
that.
in Fortnite don't look like Master Chief in Fortnite looks like Master Chief. He
But
just
Have you
looks
seen
like
the
Yeah,
latest
it looks-
Dragon
but
Age?
That's a
this
good
looks
example.
like Fortnite. This looks Fortnite-ish. It really it
A
does.
Maybe
little bit, yeah. I
maybe if
mean,
they're going to be
it's
putting out a lot of different games because it's the Halo studio, there's going to be different versions.
Well, they are.
Yeah.
Okay,
This
so
what
like
I'm
maybe
getting.
this
But
is
the
just a
main
different
line,
version.
the main
That's
line,
what I would
like
actually say to that.
it doesn't
though.
make sense to
Like,
say, you know what, we're doing this new thing, and we don't show you the mainline Master Chief. Like, bro,
listen,
no,
this is
come out
why
and show
we
me the
don't
top
show.
dollar.
This is the very reason that we don't show like Teen Titans Go in the best light. Like this is the reason why they
Teen
never.
Titans Go is amazing.
It's actually,
It
we
It
don't
is,
show it
but
the respect
people hated
that
it
it
because it
deserves,
didn't look like the original.
including
The
somebody that
tone.
just said it was amazing. I'm not gonna say no names, fame. But
I didn't talk bad
whenever
on Teen
that,
Titans Go.
I
I
did.
remember when it first,
Yeah,
I
everybody
did.
was
people were
like, "Oh
Oh,
yeah,
I
upset
did.
about Teen Titans Go.
this ain't Teen Titans."
100%. You don't end off with the big fight with Terra and Slade the way you
But
did.
here's the thing:
and then
they
jump to
also
the
While I
showed
do
you.
understand it, just as
They
I
also
do
told you
in
it
this
was something
case, right?
different. They also
While I do
told you
understand
this
it,
was something different.
Yeah.
at the
Well, maybe we
same
haven't given them
time,
enough time to tell us that this is something different.
they just this is just what it looks like when a
It's
franchise
gonna
is
get
active.
changed.
And when you're not used to seeing a franchise being super active, like we'll take whatever Pokemon.
Halo's not
does.
active.
He
This
means
is
like
what I mean.
changing the
Active, like
style.
continuously changing, growing, making new stuff, playing around with the IP, like just making
That's
things.
why
Just
Star
putting
Wars
stuff out.
fans are mad.
Oh, bro, we're talking about a fan base who didn't really like the grappling hook. Like,
There wasn't a whole lot of like. Listen, we haven't had a shit ton of new Halo content.
well,
Generally speaking,
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say
disagree.
that.
I don't
Fully
mean
disagree.
Halo the game. I mean Halo the franchise, because this is what we're talking about.
What, you didn't like the TV show?
But here's the thing,
Stop.
Dallas.
And
Here's
that's
the thing.
another
Halo
example.
did make changes.
of-
Halo made some significant changes in the game. People just didn't like them, right? So sprinting, big team back. They put a lot of different stuff in Halo 5, and they reverted Halo Infinite back to pre-Halo 5. So
That's true,
they
but
have
this
been attempting to make changes. Even in 4,
This
they continue
conversation
to make
isn't
changes.
exactly about Halo the game. It's about Halo the
whole
franchise.
franchise.
And what they do with said franchise and what more they have to show and how many different ways they can show. We have Star Wars Westerns. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a Star Wars Western out there that does not feel like it does not belong in canon.
There's
It
a
definitely
Halo
feels like Star
RTS.
Wars, but like we got a Halo RT. You see what I'm saying? Then wouldn't you want more of that?
They've done different stuff.
And I'm glad to see that
They've even had stuff that was canceled. That was a Roblox style. Which that game pisses me off
It
that they
was
didn't
Mega
get
Block.
made.
It was
But we
Mega
had-
Mega
Block.
Block.
Yeah.
That was a Mega Bloks Halo game. Like they tried to do different things. So
We
I don't want to say
had
they
some
just
beats off the wrist.
completely been stagnant. They changed it. But my still core thing is when it comes to, I love the Unreal Engine 5 change. Right? I talked about how beneficial this is for Halo moving forward on a back end type deal, right? But they will, I guarantee you, I bet my bottom dollar when the next mainline Halo releases, it will not look like the model we saw.
I agree.
not, because a bunch of
Oh,
y'all
yeah,
are crying
yeah.
about what it looks like right now.
It's not crying.
So-
It's just
I
if-
mean,
if-
but it is.
The
It's
movie
like
can
if
feel
you don't,
it,
if you
I
don't let
play,
them be
not a
creative,
single tear falling from my face. But
but you know what I mean.
if I get a
Crying,
Switch,
however you
if I
want
get
to
a Switch
say it,
and Mario is 7-6,
you're not
and
gonna
he's like,
play it
"What
because
up?"
it's
He like,
7-6.
"What up, thugs?" Instead of, "It's to me." I'm like, "Bro, this ain't Mario, bro. Get out of here
Well,
with that,
obviously,
Are you
because
sure?
Mario don't
Because
say
No,
we
what up,
just let Chris
thug.
Pratt
Well,
play
let's-
Mario and didn't think twice about it.
Oh no,
And
the
he actually
internet
did a
lost
good
it.
job.
The internet
Like
lost
It
it.
is
sometimes
great.
stuff has to be play. Like sometimes you got to play around with an IP. That don't mean that's just Halo's identity going forward. It just means there's sometimes going to be like little.
I will say this. I agree that people need to relax and let things naturally progress and slightly change over time. But at the same time, we do have to gatekeep and we have to monitor.
You saw my tweet.
Yeah, and now
No,
we're talking
let me tell you.
opinion.
Let me tell you why we got to monitor. Because if we don't monitor and speak up, you're gonna get the original Sonic design that for the movie. Bullying does
Okay,
hurt.
that's a really good
That's-
example.
That's
But
the
that was
only
like
reason I say
people.
that.
I feel like those people did not study
But
what he
no,
should have looked like,
But
right? But you
also,
still
if
knew
you
he was
give the
Sonic.
internet,
I think
you
the
can't let
argument
the
is
internet
between.
dictate your
Go ahead,
decision.
hold on,
You
go
give
ahead,
the internet-
Diz.
I was just going to say, I think the argument is between people who think creatively and people who don't think creatively. People who
True.
think creatively want to go through changes, want to see what they can do, want to push the boundaries. And then you have people who are not creative, who are like, who want what they've always had. But there has to be some sort of evolving. Maybe this won't even stick because they're listening to the community. But I mean, like, they're just trying new things. And I think that's okay. I think that's important for a studio and a publisher to always be evolving and seeing what sticks. Because maybe the old Halo fans don't like it, but the new people coming into gaming
Exactly.
might like it, right? So I think it's like not just catering to like their core fan group, but like trying to expand and bring more people in. And that may look like a different chief. That may
Yeah.
look like a different style. And it's, you just don't play it if you don't like it. That's always been my thing. If you don't like it, just don't play it. Somebody else will play it.
And this is, and you know, just to bring it right back, right? Change is not always a bad thing. Adjustments are not a bad thing. Yes, you have to respect the past and or bare minimum acknowledge it.
Absolutely.
And I'm wondering, right? And I'm feeling that this is maybe they're liberated. Maybe by changing from 343 to Halo in what are they
Halo
called?
Studios.
Halo
I mean,
Studios.
Other than the boss, it's the same. Other than the
No.
boss, what's her name? What is her name? Amy. Is it Amy Hood? Amy
Okay.
Hood, right?
Dang.
Is it Amy Hood?
Dope name.
They almost have this not the same core team intact, but I think what this does be if this is the point you're going to is I think what they're being liberated for is that they can continue to be a studio.
That I wasn't going that far, but that's definitely a solid point for me. It was by now being Halo Studios, just like they announced they're bringing multiple games. Maybe it creatively frees them up.
Yes.
Maybe we get a scaled down cartoony remake of OG Halo, and maybe that gets put across multiple consoles. Maybe it's built to be played on Switch. Maybe, you know, I'm just throwing stuff out there because once again, like you said, going to that point, they get to now be a studio. Like you, nobody has to go home and clock out permanently. Like it's a so. I just want a horror. I want a Halo horror game. I want a Helldivers Halo game. No need to reinvent the wheel. Go out there and make these games that already exist and just go do it. That's what I want. I want a Halo, Halo, because Helldivers is Halo.
Yeah, basically. And if you had a cartoony kind of version of it, you tell me you wouldn't jump in and play it. You would. It would be fun.
It's Halo. It's the
ODST, the drop.
Halo.
Yeah,
but
that's all it is.
Just to make sure we're clear, because I don't want to get Destin Laguerre, right? I know you brought up. Well, now they are Halo Studio, right? They've always been Halo, because 343 is just an homage to
Yeah.
From the Forerunners, right? The Guilty Spark and the Forerunners, right? So we don't want to get Destin Legary there. The 343. If anybody thought 343 was ever doing something other than Halo, literally 343 is from Halo, right? So they've always been Halo Studio. Just people just didn't. I want to make that because people Destin got cleared on that because he didn't know 343 was a Halo reference.
No, but once again, whenever I'm talking, and just to let folks know, I'm the casual consumer. I am that guy. I am casual, extremely casual consumer. I don't look too deep into this stuff. I buy things and talk about what I enjoy when I experience it. So, in saying that, switching from 343 to Halo Studios,
there's a reason though.
There's a reason. No,
there's
and
a
not
reason
just
why
that.
the name has changed.
And a consumer, as a consumer, when I see the Halo Studios pop up or Halo Studios is working on something sounds to a general consumer like me a lot better than 343 is, because 343, that's very obscure, that's deep diving, that's deep into the lore.
Yeah.
Halo Studios is on the surface for people like me.
And you know what? That last week, B, we said they were bad at marketing. Slowly and surely they're changing.
Ta-da!
But I think that's a Microsoft
just
decision.
To correct myself, and thank you, Drake Williams in the chat. I said Amy Hood. My bad. Bonnie Ross.
Damn.
I don't know why. I don't know why I went to Amy Hood.
That's a dope name.
Yeah.
Bonnie, I
don't know why I thought Amy Hood, but it was Bonnie Ross.
No lie. If I was to make a cowboy like Western right now with two women taking over, Bonnie Ross and Amy Hood, 1,000% would be the names of the two people. That would be dope. I'm a cowboy junkie.
Looking at the time, I apologize, and not to take over the steering wheel, but I'm gonna shift this a little bit because part of this is and this Eurogamer wrote an article, and Eurogamer really kind of steered this article this way. They I think I want to say it was the title of the article was Halo on PS5.
You want to read it?
And this is if you got the thing pulled up, read that part.
So this is from Tom Phillips, editor-in-chief. They talked to Digital Foundry. The title is "What Halo on Unreal Engine 5 Means for PS5." That was the next thing I was going to, but you definitely got it because I do not want to host this show. You got it. Today's announcement by the newly rebranded Halo Studios, formerly 343 Industries, that multiple new Halo games are in development. As excited fans of Microsoft's flagship Xbox franchise, wow, say that 3 times fast, but is the cause for celebration for PlayStation 5 owners too. Halo Studios has said it will now develop all future Halo projects using Unreal Engine 5, the Epic Games Made toolkit for game development that's used widely across the industry. It's set to power the next Witcher and Tomb Raider installments, and can be seen in action this week with the highly acclaimed Silent Hill 2 remake. Discussing the move to Unreal Engine, Halo Studios said the change means faster, smoother development and iteration. Faster, smoother development and iteration is now possible, while it also will allow for an easier onboarding of new team members who know the toolkit already. On top of this, though it potentially means easier multi-platform development is now possible, should Microsoft look to extend its cross-platform release program and launch Halo on other consoles. I'll stop there.
So a lot of people took this, and it's a lot of speculation for Eurogamer and as well. Like they talked about, because Unreal Engine 5 is really good for multi-platform development. So instantly, when you hear multi-platform development, a lot of people instantly think, well, Microsoft was putting its games on other consoles. In my mind, I instantly thought Xbox consoles, PC. What Barry been saying forever? The fire stick
combo.
They got the fire stick combo, which now Baron is a Negro Dominus, because he said they're going to put out a controller and a fire stick, and that happened today.
With Xbox Live Premium, and there's a combo out. Yep.
So I do want to ask again. We know, because I've said it a million times. I believe Halo Infinite multiplayer is probably going to end up on PS5. I said it. I've been saying it for a while, because if you put a game free to play and you want to compete with the war zones, even though now this is prior to Microsoft owning ABK. Microsoft owns ABK now, so they're not really competing with their own game now. Could this multi-platform process mean? Could it literally mean other consoles? Could we see Master Chief rear his head on a PlayStation?
Yeah.
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 Hasn't that
And not
been the
just
whole
PlayStation.
conversation?
And it's already happened through Fortnite.
Yeah, they've already been. Microsoft has made it clear that they want to put their games on as many consoles as possible. So,
Don't sleep, y'all, on card games either, because card games rake in money for people. Gwent.
Commander.
Ooh, I had to uninstall Gwent because I had a problem. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Decks.
I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Though.
That Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, I had to uninstall off both my everything. Card games, I could see a Halo card game. Why not?
gambling's a thing.
Yeah. Ooh-wee. How low can you go? No, but look, I real talk, right? Just for this, to expand upon this, because of course the easy thing to say is, duh, Microsoft is about making their money, so they're going to put the console out there or put the games out there. I just hope that we now get a third person over the shoulder Halo experience. I hope we get the horror tight corners exploring
the flood.
Like, I'm hoping we get these things, especially since the idea of being multi-platform. Like, I would love a Callisto Protocol style Halo game. Like, it doesn't sound, it doesn't sound too crazy. And Doom, no, see,
like the world of Halo is, I don't think most people realize how
it's
big
Star
it
Wars
actually
big.
is.
Yes.
Yeah. You can do so much with it. And the fact that I'm just now playing through the Halo games. I'm on Halo 3 now. And it's hooked me in, and I want more.
Oh.
Wasn't that when they brought in the or was that Halo 2?
No, it was 2.
Yeah.
Dual Wheel was 2.
Yeah.
I'm just like, if
Halo
there
3,
was
oh my
more,
god.
I tried the TV show, and even I couldn't watch the TV show. The TV show was, I gave it to season 2, and I was like, no, I can't. I'm sorry, Mama Jesus, I can't. But I want to see more of the Halo world. Expand upon it. It's so, no pause, it's so deep and rich that you just need to get out there. Try different things. If people don't like it, that's okay. It can become a cult classic.
I agree. I mean, like, Star Wars has done it.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars needs to get the hell away from the Skywalker.
Star Wars
family.
has an active
that's
MMO.
Disney.
Star Wars has BioWare.
Oh
has
yeah,
their
Star Wars MMO is still active. That
I play it.
I
played
it too. I haven't played it in a while because I've been playing Remnant. But
Remnant.
Yeah, like
I called Dez up.
Remnant?
I called her the other day, and she was like, "Hold on, guys, don't leave me." I say, "Are you gaming right now?"
He also thought I changed my voice.
She code switched.
No, I didn't.
Hello.
No, because I can see his number, so it just makes sense for me to change. I was just like, "Hey," and he's like, Destiny? I was like, bruh, it's me.
I had to look at my phone like, is this fucking code switching on me?
I think I just sound different on the phone. I don't know.
Leave me. I'll be back.
Don't leave me. No, it was definitely not. Don't
different.
leave me. It was more like, don't fucking leave me.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. Dez is mean as a party leader. But we'll move on.
First off, she has things to do in places she wants to be. She's not mean. She's direct.
Look,
it's funny because it's like there's a set way that we should be doing things so we can all succeed.
There's control much.
Yeah, no. There are certain things that we need to do. Okay, so for
There's
example,
a certain way to press
wait. So since we're on that, right? Whenever I play survival games, shut up, y'all. Whenever I play survival games, like in order for you to survive, people have to work together.
Yes,
I play with Baron and Jeremy, and they just run off.
I imagine as a kid, we could never get through the game right because there's like, no, we don't play it this way. We play it.
No. She's efficient. She's an efficient ruler, but a ruler all the same.
Oh, but a ruler nonetheless.
No. what would have happened back in the
I wish
days,
I
y'all
was
should be
lying.
glad everything is cordless nowadays, because Des would have strangled y'all.
Or unplugged your controller.
No, she
You're
would
not doing
have
it right.
wrapped
been
that
our
cord
ability.
around your neck and strangled
Little
you.
brother
Oh.
playing, but not
Oh,
just
Des would've been our
I'm
ability
sorry to
for
deep
sure,
the
for sure.
show. Des is a great party leader. She just
I do. I like
She's
playing.
direct.
I made Jeremy
Oh.
upset though because we beat the game without him.
y'all
Two,
beat Remnant without him.
It was an accident. We were
That's
just
fair.
trying-
You
It
can
was,
definitely
it was an
accidentally
accident.
beat
Yeah,
Remnant.
we were just
I
trying to
agree.
Like,
test out one of the new archetypes,
accidentally
and we
cheating
ended
on
up beat
somebody.
it.
I accidentally slept with her. My bad. You don't
Oh,
accidentally beat a game, bro.
Yes,
Well,
you do.
Unless
because
it's-
yeah,
Unless it's
I
hot
did
coffee,
with
because sometimes
Breath
you
of
don't
the
know what's
Wild.
happening.
I accidentally beat Breath of the Wild. I was just exploring the castle, collecting arrows. I didn't even realize what I was doing. And I
Listen.
walked into the room, and I was like, "Oh, that's a boss." And
the
then,
game
you know-
scales, right? It
In Dark
scales with how many
Souls-
people you have, and so like we were
Mhm.
fighting it with 3 people, and like not even getting close to beating it. So
That
then
last
we
boss
got a new
sucked.
archetype. Yeah, it did, and there was just 2 of us, so we thought there's no way we're gonna beat this.
You're
We
gonna
were just
beat it.
testing out the archetype, and we beat
just so I can right the ship. I think we all on agreement that someday this is going to happen, and I will say as well, we kind of, as we shift from Halo, right? We all fully expect Halo to get back on the trend of making different titles. We know we had the Halo our RTS game, which a lot of people, if you don't like RTSs, go at least watch the cinematics, because those are some of the best cinematics you could ever watch in a Halo. Halo Wars is what it was called. I'm sorry. We know they had that Mega Block game that got canceled. I can see now that, again, like Baron said, it's Halo Studios. It's more front facing. Them openly saying, "Hey, we have multiple projects going." I think this is the best sign ever for Halo. We're not just focused on one title. They can, and because Halo Studios is the biggest studio at Microsoft. There isn't a studio bigger than Halo Studios, right? So they have the manpower to take a subdivision and say, "Hey, go create." I think that's going to be awesome. I do think we're about to see Master Chief in even more places. Don't be shocked when we see him as a skin in.
Do you think it's just
Call
going
of
to be
Duty.
games, or do you think they're going to like get into animation and like all that? I
They
mean,
better.
I think
They already
games are
got
going to be
that's
books.
what I'm
focused.
wondering.
They
The
already
books
have
books
it.
are crazy good.
Yeah.
The books.
Yeah.
They have the TV show. I could definitely see
And the
something
movies.
that pop up with yeah, I could definitely see something pop up with Netflix. I can see them doing multiple things, but I think because they're gonna want to make a point that gaming is gonna take the forefront, and then
Oh, yeah,
at
absolutely.
least that's my hope. Like, don't say Halo Studios, multiple projects, and like 2 of those projects aren't games, right? Your core audience is going to be your gamers, right? Focus on the games and then spread out from there. Okay.
I'll say this before we fully move on. I think they need to go ahead and attack the low hanging fruit. Do the battle royale. Do the Helldivers. Like get
There's
some
supposed to be one
quick,
coming.
no, get some quick easy wins under your belt. Like that's just off rip. You don't even have to reach too far. You don't even have to give us much story. Just do it. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to say something as far as like them only focusing on games. So I wanted to bring up 2 examples that were really huge hits and got people to play the game. So Fallout, that showcase actually brought in people who had never even heard about Fallout and brought them into the gaming.
True.
And The Witcher. People love The Witcher and then immediately started playing the game. So like I hope that they do both.
Cyberpunk anime.
They're big. The cyberpunk anime, they're big enough to do both, and I think that would be cool if they release something simultaneously with like a new game and like a show. I think that would be dope.
Imagine new game come out, they do an Arcane style show, because Arcane season 2 is just around the corner, baby.
That's another.
And I know
one.
I will go play League of
Got
Legends.
people really into it.
I will go back and play. Fame, what do you want from Halo? Because you are the longest running diehard. What is the like off the cuff thing you want?
I am a well, I can't really say off the cuff because I am a Halo old head, right? I just want the past to be beautifully respected as you transition to the future. Do not say we're completely cutting our legs off and we're gonna do something like don't do
That's
that.
fair.
I understand change, do
Yep.
something different, but if you abandon someone like myself, right, the core Halo hardcore fan base to fully try to iterate to get new audience, you're gonna hurt yourself. I just want it to be beautiful. I just want the past to be respected in its movement to the future. And I know a lot of that to me starts. It's gonna start with that gameplay just being because Halo has always had top tier shooter mechanics. It's been great from the start. Um, I know most people who falter on Halo is really with the story for them, starting with Halo 4 and onwards, really. And also, I want you to make the story to continue to make sense because since with Halo 5, I don't know if you guys played Halo 5, right? It was this big thing about him and Spartan Locke and Master Chief being an enemy, and they hyped it up. We had so many different stories, things we could listen to from the website, and it was like, yo,
DEI
I'm
Spartans.
be on this big old run. But then when we get there, it was just a simple little fight with him and Chief, and then the whole thing was over. Like they completely abandoned their story. Then you do something completely different in Infinite, and now we're hearing they might not do a story expansion for the Infinite story, so you're going to abandon that storyline. They need consistently. You can't keep changing the Halo story. Like the beautiful thing about 1, 2, and 3, they all ran together. They all were building up. I'm not going to hug his plan 3 right now, so I'm gonna keep it up a hush.
Oh, you can.
But they were
I've watched all
building to
the
something.
gameplays. You're fine.
They're building,
Mhm.
and I feel like they went from building to making separate games. So I just want to have a continuous story with the main line, and while also could change while respecting the past. Because for one, I didn't hate the sprinting. I didn't hate the grappling hook. I liked that they went vertical in a way. It did change Halo a lot. It changed how you play. I thought that was great. That's what I want, man. I just don't want a brand new experience. I want changes that are still at its core Halo.
Halo.
Mhm.
That's fair. That's how I feel
Yep.
about Storm and Holly Berry playing her. Those are the people
Mm.
playing her.
Mm.
Mm.
But you're getting the Mass
Mm.
Effect treatment. Chop it up with
Stop.
Andromeda.
Stop.
Super random, but who's the name of the
Okay.
guy from
Ju-
the Invisible Team? Oh my god, the Fantastic Four, and then they
Chris
made him.
Evans.
Yeah, but then they did Michael B. Jordan, and it just didn't make any sense. You guys remember
Johnny
that?
Yeah.
Storm.
We don't
Yeah,
want
Johnny
that to
Storm.
happen to Halo.
Not
No,
the
don't.
DEI.
I don't want Spartan 117 to take his helmet off and he
Damn, Des.
black with dreads. Julian Harris, yes. Before
He
we
gonna
got
take
to
his helmet off.
transition.
He's gonna be
Hunt
playing
the
hard.
Truth. Hunt the Truth is what it was called for Halo 5. And Hunt the Truth was fantastic. It was amazing. It had you hyped. It had you ready just for Halo 5 story to not really dive into, because we was like, man, what's going on with Chief here? Just for them not to really dive into that with Halo 5. And that was because a lot of people didn't complain about the multiplayer. People love the multiplayer. The story was out of bounds. It was out of bounds. They didn't do the story right. And why is Spartan Locke able to even hurt Master Chief? He shouldn't be able to hurt him. A whole different class of Spartan. But I do want to move. B, you in control of it, and I want to let you move on because we running tight. Let me shut up. You hosting, right? Listen, so I do want to switch over because Tencent, Ubisoft, right? We talked a lot about Ubisoft. I know last week Hugger spoke on she not gonna not buy an Assassin's Creed game because Assassin's Creed is her thing. We gave a lot of praise and love to Ubisoft. It looks like Tencent is looking into possibly buying this out. Anybody worried at all that we might see massive changes in Ubisoft? Or Hugger, is it maybe your streak could be broken of wanting the Assassin's Creed games now that Tencent is looking to possibly buy, because they got stake in Ubisoft, right? It's a small percentage, 5 to 10%. But Ubisoft, their numbers aren't looking great. They're starting. I mean, in gaming in general isn't looking great. And keep that a buck, right? But when you're a company like Ubisoft, you have to meet certain thresholds. If they aren't seeming to do that, numbers are starting to bottom out. And Tencent is looking to come in through. I'll be honest, I don't trust Tencent. This is the same company that bought all them studios, got rid of Lara Croft, and you got rid of what's the studio that did Tomb Raider?
Crystal.
Crystal
Yeah, Crystal
Dynamics.
Dynamics,
Like
yeah.
you bought all this stuff up, and then you was like, this ain't working. Goodbye. I don't trust Tencent. I don't trust them with Ubisoft. Anybody got concerns about Tencent coming in and scooping up the rest of Ubisoft?
It's business,
Let
baby. It
Tencent do
sucks.
their thing. Let
But
them do their thing. I mean, it might not be no women or black people in their games, but let them do their thing.
I don't even know.
I
what
just
to
have
say.
different concerns with Tencent. It's but I don't know if y'all remember. It's probably like 10. No, we were on this podcast really early on. When you go for a bigger share in Ubisoft, you have to, at least here, consult with the Canadian government. That's why Vivendi stopped their bid to buy Ubisoft, because they were going to buy, I think they had 25 and they were going to buy more, and the Canadian government said you have to make a buyout offer if you want more shares. So if Tencent is serious about this, they're probably they're going to buy out Ubisoft outright, or government's going to step in and say no. So I don't know what's going to happen at this point. Ubisoft, I've only played one of your games for the last 10 years. Something needs to happen, because you're telling us we don't own video games. I don't think you should own your company. And the way you treat people, I don't think you should have anything. But that's just me. I'm not happy with Ubisoft. I praise what they've done for us, but the more you peek in, the more we've covered it for years in level1gaming.com. The more you look at them, the more you're like, you guys kind of suck. When you look over it all, you guys are kind of.
it's giving Blizzard before they got bought by Microsoft.
Yeah.
And we talked about that on the podcast I used to be on before this. So, I don't know. It's almost like numbing when you hear this stuff now, right?
Mhm.
It's only been happening for about a year and a half, but every time you turn around, a company's closing, or a company, you know what I mean? And so it's just like, okay, there's another one on the chopping board. And I hate to say it like that, but that's really how it feels, especially being in the industry. Because when you think about people who are not in the industry, they're not constantly being bombarded on their LinkedIn or their Twitter feeds about somebody who just got laid off, or these mass closings and everything like that. I just want the industry to get their shit together. That's really what I would like to happen. And also the whole, you don't actually own your games thing. I mean, I feel like we
they
all
did say that.
been known that, though. It's true, because if Steam shuts down tomorrow,
what do?
you don't have
we wait for the
those
hackers to grab them games.
Oh yeah, listen.
Is it, dude? That would be the start of the real life One Piece.
Oh
if Steam went down, like that would turn that would be Goldie Rogers' speech. Like, so
you saw that thing about Nintendo suing that one guy because he mods his games, and then they said that he has he's broken it so that there are other games on it, and they were like, well, he's not selling it, so what can they really do? And
yeah, there's no money to be made.
There's no money.
Gamers
will find a way.
Ubisoft kind of deserves this on their own, because did we not read reports that they were working on 10 battle royale games all at the same time and canceled 8 of them, and the one that did come out, Hyperscape, shut down in a year? Ubisoft has done this to themselves. They have. I saw y'all up in them hoes with the Splinter Cell. I know that you guys want Splinter Cell. We got games as a service up the wazoo from them. Ubisoft has brought this on their own, and if they still confidently sharing a $20 a month subscription service to the same 4 games.
That's crazy.
Y'all.
And people sign up for it. This is the thing though, right? What if this frees up some of the IPs that we've been wanting, like Splinter Cell? Like, what if this is the only way? Like, when that whole WB stuff was going on, I know this is off topic, I was hoping that the Nemesis system would get freed through them dissolving and whatnot. Like, that's sad that I would want to see a whole industry, like a whole branch, collapse just to free the Nemesis system. That is a sacrifice, I believe.
Trade the IPs.
Yeah, and that's what I think is gonna happen once they either go public or they completely sell to Tencent and go private. They go private. I'm sorry.
Bring me Beyond Good and Evil 2. Then I'll leave you alone, Tencent.
I'm wondering if that's what is a potential
Not
outcome.
Who made Skull and Bones?
Oh, hey, Skull and Bones wasn't even. I played
quadruple A.
Skull and Bones was bad. But it's not because the game was bad. It's because you made Black Flag first. Why would
That,
you show us that and then give us Skull and Bones as like the full
yeah,
price multiplayer experience?
yeah. You literally could
Right
have
there,
just did
Dallas.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag multiplayer, and that would have did
You
That's
see
what
better.
I
what I'm
thought it was
saying?
gonna be.
That's how they kind of
Stand
pitched it,
alone.
but
Black
yeah,
Flag faction, which is
yeah.
something else that's vaporware now.
Yeah, that. Ugh. But no. So is it me or is Splinter Cell born? We're not gonna go down that road, Wall Digger.
Yeah.
Diggity. I'm not doing that. We're not gonna go. It's to each his own. It may be boring to you. That's fine. Not to me. Um.
Exactly.
He
This
said
was
not to me.
yeah.
Speaking
That's
of
how I
dead
feel about
things.
JRPG.
Oh,
Speaking of dead things. Hold on. Speaking of dead things. You're gonna love this transition, V.
do it.
Uh-oh.
And
No.
guess what's finally rising up from the dead on PC?
Who's dead?
Undead
Drum
Nightmare, I think, is one of the best zombie
Oh,
Western
yeah.
zombie games or zombie games.
Can we?
Red
Undead
Dead Redemption is a
Nightmare is
game
like-
of a generation, of a century, maybe.
Can we like?
Not a moment too soon.
Hey kids. So
Hi, babies.
the easiest, the biggest news with this Red Dead Redemption announcement, right? So for folks who didn't know, Red Dead Redemption is not Red Dead Redemption 2, but Red Dead Redemption is making its way to PC finally, which I didn't know it wasn't on PC. But
Convenient.
the true beauty of this announcement, because Red Dead Redemption is releasing on, I'll read it. Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare is coming to PC, and this is from Rockstar Games official newswire. On October to PC on October 29th. For the first time in its storied legacy, hey baby. For the first time in its storied legacy, John Marston's beloved journey can be experienced on PC in stunning new detail with both Red Dead Redemption and the iconic zombie horror companion story, Undead Nightmare. You don't want to look at the camera?
Aww.
Come here.
He's a baby.
She wants to be here. So, let's see. So, in collaboration with Double 11, this new version of adds PC specific enhancements, including native 4K resolution at up to 144 hertz on compatible hardware. Monitor support for both ultra wide. Oh, that's going to be dope. Ultra wide and super ultra wide. HDR10 support and full keyboard and mouse functionality. Now, without getting into all the specifics, the true not joy, but the true magic of it coming out on October 29th is Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered is releasing on October 31st. So once again, in real time, we are watching, as somebody put it on Twitter, an uncoordinated attack against Horizon Zero Dawn. Because when it first released, what game was it? Was it Breath of the Wild?
I think so.
I don't want to.
2017. It was that year.
Yeah. So every time Horizon Zero Dawn, I know this is supposed to be about Red Dead Redemption, but every time Horizon Zero Dawn announces anything, a big game that folks have been begging for and waiting for, comes out of nowhere and hits a grand slam. Every single time.
That's funny.
It's like there has to be I would watch a Netflix documentary on how often this happens. It's like Jay-Z releasing the same day as Nas. Like it's ridiculous watching it happen in real time. You would think,
but it's also kind of smart.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks for them, but smart for everybody else. Oh wait, what
it's
happened?
Smart for PlayStation, because when the first Horizon came onto PC, it was bad. Like, it was almost unplayable at some points. If people are already playing Red Dead, that gives you time to patch the game before people get their hands on it. Let's be honest. It's kind of like a stroke of luck. If this is Dookie, then only a small handful of people will play it. But by the time everybody else is done with this game, we will be already patched out.
And it's the beginning of the fiscal year. So you could potentially have a big hit with success because people are going to buy it and not play it because they're going to be busy with everything else. So you're going to have inflated numbers with semi-positive review. Ooh. Oh wow. Marketing. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I know we're getting down to the final moments. I would love to see a documentary on. And Nisa, I'm glad you're done with work. Holy crap, I didn't clock out. Keep going, guys.
Baron didn't clock out.
He didn't clock out. But I wanted to do like a really fun segment at the
Yes,
end
let's
where
do
we talk about a scary game that we are really excited that's coming out soon, or our top pick for a scary game for October. So I will go first. There's a game that just got kind of announced 2 weeks ago. I've been posting it all over my Twitter and everywhere else, but it's called The Midnight Walk, and it like creatively is so sick. It's literally like these people loved Coraline, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and they watched over the garden wall and decided to make a game.
Whoa, that's a lot of
Like
trauma.
it's a lot of trauma, but it looks so good, and everything's like hand done, like clay animation and stop motion. I posted the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but I gotta write it
really
down
good.
from my brain.
Oh yeah. It's so good. It doesn't come out until next year, but that is a game that I am looking forward to. So if you're looking to add to like your spooky list or creepy list, definitely check out that game. And that's my pick.
Heck yeah.
Who wants to go next?
You.
I want everybody to put your hands up. Dallas, you digitally do it as well. I would like us to all put out their positive vibes and positive energy.
Oh no.
We need. Oh, go ahead before we continue. Des, let them know the name of the game one more time.
Oh, it's called The Midnight Walk.
The Midnight Walk. So it's the Midnight Walk, Strolly. Little Devil Inside.
Oh, yeah.
My hands shot down so fast.
That's all I have to say. The name is spooky enough. If you like cutesy, slightly scary looking things, Little Devil Inside is definitely that thing. I don't want to go too deep into it because I feel like it's like talking to a pitcher during a no-hitter. I don't want to ruin the magic. But yeah, so Little Devil Inside. And it's not an A24 movie, even though it kind of reminds me of one.
It kind of reminds you of one, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yes. Yeah.
Strolly, you're gonna have to help me out on this one. We played a game, I think it's called 18 Minutes, where the game is 18 minutes and you have to not scream. And we played it with a group of us, all screaming at each other. So one person plays, Strolly was playing, and they can pick up your mic, you're walking through a forest trying to like, it's terrifying. It's 18 minutes, but
that
you have
sounds
to
like
do
a
the
good
cycles.
stream game.
Yeah, she streamed it. It was terrifying. It was awful.
Good stream game. I'm down there if you stream it.
Yeah, my heart gave out several times. No, it's called Don't Scream.
I'm just glad
Don't
that you're
Scream.
still with us.
Oh, my heart. But if you can't handle that and you want more of a story, I will say The Evil Within is always good. Both of those games. Solid, and they're on Game Pass right now. Actually, I think Game Pass has a whole spooky section that includes some really cool
they do.
horror games.
They do.
D.
If you scream, you die game. That's literally what's trending on Google. That was what it recommended. If you scream, you die.
Yep.
It's so good. I'm dying immediately. Do you remember when we were playing that one game with Jeremy and I freaked out? What was that game where you're like in a hazmat suit and you're like going into
Lethal Company.
Yeah.
Lethal Company. They left me in the dark.
Yeah, I got left several times.
Wait a minute. This is like realistic cam footage looking.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm scared.
Like Blair Witch guy? Like,
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah. Dallas, what you got for us? What's kind of dad horror you got?
You know, it's a handful for me. No, Diddy.
Girl.
We almost made it a whole show.
But Okay, so I have some favorites, and then I have one that's okay. It's not a joke. It's gonna sound like a joke, but it's not a joke. If you can
Mhm.
find however many thousands of dollars they charge you now for a PS4 with PT on it, like if you could make that happen,
Yeah.
listen,
It's
PT was a
still
moment in time. Like it was it. Oh, I feel like I'll be telling my grandkids about this, but PT was like a moment in time because
Me too.
nobody knew what to do. Nobody knew what it was. Nobody like we just picked it up and it seemed cool, and then the mystery started unraveling. It's horror mystery with an emphasis on mystery, right?
Mhm.
Um, and like this is one of the few games that had me in forums actually participating. Um,
Okay.
is this is one of the few that did that for me, and if you could just like even without the context of like the release and what happened during that time and all of that good stuff, um, it's still a good play, especially if you like that atmosphere. If you like horror that's more than just jump scares, you like a little mystery, you know, which a history is that's what you should be playing. However, if you were brokey, like the rest of us, I think that you'll do pretty good playing through Resident Evil 7.
Okay.
Um because like if you like horror movies, then this is one of those. This is if it's like playing a horror movie, which is a cliche, but
Mhm.
specifically Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses, something like
Yeah.
that,
100%.
but the family can't stay dead. If
Yeah,
you've
I'm a
ever been
pass.
intrigued by
I'm pass on that one.
Or if you're a true brokey, there is always the Steam classic Cry of Fear. It's free to play. And
oh,
there's multiplayer on it. It's
Deceit 2 as
probably
well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
and for the PC gamers out there, Visage.
Mm.
Yep.
Like, I play horror games, so it's like it's gonna be a lot. But I'll stop there. Those three, if you play on PC, like primarily Visage, it'll be fun to watch you play it. Please stream it. If you are, a zillionaire, PT, because I'm sure you can find it on literally just Google it. And besides that, everybody else for all the almost well-adjusted people, which you can't be that well-adjusted if you've seen literally any Rob Zombie movie. But Resident Evil 7, those are my picks.
Yeah.
All right,
From the
guys.
chat. Do you want to read a little bit from the chat?
Oh yeah, we got. Oh yeah, go. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, I got it. Crow says the Dead Space remake. B, you played that one, right?
Oh, Dead Space.
No, that I played the bootleg version, Callisto Protocol. But keep going.
I watched the
Yes,
animation thinking it wouldn't scare me.
Yep.
I-
Does the Bordy says, does Dead Rising remake count? Yes.
Yes,
100%.
it's got dead in the name.
Yep.
Obis, Obis is like a little brother. He's annoying. It says there is the mortuary assistant. Always. Crow also says Indica. And is that it, guys?
That's on my list.
Yeah,
I think it
that's
was
it.
good.
Guys,
I'm taking that suggestion. That was a good one. I'm playing
It
Indica.
was good.
I was
guys,
already interested.
like, subscribe, all that other good YouTube stuff. If you want to consider supporting us financially to keep these lights on and to keep our Discord running, please,
Send
please.
Baron to different events. Send us
Yeah,
all to different
look,
events.
y'all,
Like,
because
do that,
I'm looking at the
please.
price of PAX East. This stuff is super expensive.
Oh
And
yeah,
Mhm.
PAX.
So if
I'm not
anybody
even
ever
doing
wanted a
PAX
picture of
this
Baron's
year.
toes, now's the time.
look, man, I have no shame in my
Foot game.
3.5 star foot game. For those who know. But yeah, so all right, guys, much love and peace.
Bye.
B, I was
Onion.
not ready at all.
Yeah.